Are you planning on getting an axolotl, or maybe you already have one, but you're just not sure what tank size to get for your unique amphibian? Today, we'll tackle everything you need to make your axolotl feel right at home. Let's get into the video. It's common for novice keepers to ask, what size tank does an axolotl need? As one needs to understand their basic needs, type of abode, tank size, water parameters, temperature, food, and many more. A good rule of thumb is to have at least 20 gallons for adults and 10 gallons for juvenile axolotl. But in this video, we're going to dive deeper into this topic and provide recommendations for the best tanks for your axolotl pets. As we've mentioned earlier, mature axolotls need a minimum tank size of 20 gallons and 10 gallons for juveniles. For juveniles, however, a regular water change is needed to prevent any health issues. For axolotls, the recommended tank size would be 20 to 30 gallon tanks. This is the ideal tank size, as the ammonia and nitrate levels in these sizes would be controlled. It also gives enough room for your axolotl to explore and play around. It's also believed that axolotls in captivity tend to live longer in bigger tanks rather than smaller ones. We've talked about the minimum tank size, but we'll get to the recommended tank size here. Remember, the larger the tank, the better, so it's best to have a 40-gallon tank. They prefer to stay underwater their entire lives, and therefore, a large tank enough for them to interact, play, and live is essential. If your tank is small, this is going to adversely affect their growth. Having a 40-gallon tank is advisable, as it's going to give you an opportunity to keep plants and other decorations in the tank. Do leave some space though, so you can install some filtration systems. We recommend installing canister filters, as they have the biological media capacity to handle the waste that axolotls produce. Having more than one axolotl might cause some problems, as it can lead to aggression and behavioral issues. The best tank for 2 or more axolotls is 55 to 75 gallons. Anything below that is just something that won't work. If you have other fish in the aquarium, the requirement might increase. Personally, I wouldn't recommend keeping 2 or more axolotls in your tank. It's got a tendency to overcrowd, so you might need to clean the tank more frequently. Another thing to take note of is that axolotls are usually quiet pets, and they can get easily stressed. If you decide to have a tank mate for your axolotl, go with the fish species that are the same size as your pet, as small fish might fall prey to your axolotl. We've got a whole video about axolotl tank mates. You can check it out in the card above. Want to know how to set up your tank? Here are some recommendations so that you'll have a clear picture of what to get for your axolotl. Buying the right aquarium. We've established that tank size matters. A minimum tank size of 10 to 20 gallons is what you'll need for juveniles to adults, and for keeping 2 or more axolotls, a tank size of 55 to 75 gallons is needed. Filtration. Having a filtration system is essential so your axolotl can live comfortably. They usually make a lot of mess when feeding, so choosing the right filter ensures that the water quality and conditions remain in their optimal state. I recommend getting a filter with an adjustable flow rate knob to handle more than just the tank size. If you're willing to go the extra mile, the OASC Biomaster is my personal recommendation. Apart from filters, you may need to remove any uneaten food from your tank to keep the water clean and to reduce anything that will stress out your axolotl. Many axolotl owners do not encourage the use of substrate due to impaction, but if you're opting for plants and other decorations, having a bare bottom is just not the way to do it. I'd recommend adding some larger rocks that don't fit the axolotl's mouths, something large enough so that they won't be able to ingest. Plants and decoration. Plants are great for your axolotls to play with, but investing in floating plants is the way to go. I don't usually suggest plants that need to be planted in the substrate, as your axolotl's probably going to dig them out anyway, and it's going to add to the things you need to clean up. Water chiller. An aquarium chiller is sometimes an essential part of an axolotl tank, as the ideal water temperature is around 16 to 18 degrees Celsius or 60 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit, and water chillers provide just the right temperature, especially in hot, humid places to keep your axolotl healthy. Room temperatures also play a big factor, as the vast majority of homes keep temperatures over 70 degrees. Lights. If you're not getting plants, then lights aren't really necessary. If you ever do opt to do so, I suggest going for dimmer lights that mimic their natural habitat and don't overwhelm their sensitive eyes. It's best to get a lighting system with a dimming option. Tank mates. I wouldn't really recommend getting a companion for your axolotl, not even their own kind. Axolotls are introverted and solitary creatures throughout their lives. If you do decide to get a tank mate, do watch out for their behavior, as their aggressiveness could cause them to fight other species and they may end up losing their limbs. Security. Though they are solitary creatures, they're quite the peaceful type. They can't really climb or cause other problems for you, but they can leap out of their tanks. Other pets and children might be a problem, as they can cause harm to your smiley little pets. In this case, it's advisable to invest in a screen lid for your aquarium. This also helps ease evaporation and keeps the water cool in hot temperatures. Since we know that the minimum tank size is around 20 gallons, we're going to explore some tank options that would best work for you. First, the Aquarium 20-gallon long. This tank is the best tank for the best value. This is an ideal tank with clean silicone edges that provide comfort to your pets. It's spacious enough for your plants, substrate, and other decorations too. This is the best standard glass aquarium tank for your axolotl. Next up, the UNS 90L. This tank boasts a clear surface with a perfect 45-degree edge. That's an excellent alternative to an old-school plain-looking rim tank. It also features mitered edges, so you can easily watch over your axolotl and be part of their daily routine. These tanks are carefully crafted using 91 clarity diamond glass that gives the tank a crystal effect with a minimal residual green color. The Aquarium 40-gallon breeder. This tank is an all-around and long-term home for your axolotl. This is made up of high-quality glass that allows natural bright light to enter the tank from all sides. It also looks good as an interior piece in your house, giving it an aesthetically pleasing environment. This brand also ensures that the tank is durable and still maintains an ideal environment for your axolotls. This aquarium type and design differs from other aquarium tanks, which makes it an ideal abode for your pet. It also allows more room for aquatic plants and other ornaments to keep your axolotls happy. UNS 90U. This 68-gallon rimless aquarium is the ideal tank to house more than one adult axolotl and provide all the other essentials like plants, ornaments, decorations, and other applications. This tank features a golden ratio and provides dimensions suitable for aquascape. This is what I'd recommend you should want to get more than one axolotl. Next is the Aquarium 55-gallon and 60-gallon breeder. This tank is perfect for adult axolotls, offering a stunning, unobstructed view for the maximum visual enjoyment. It adds a stylish touch to any room for its clean and minimalist design too. There's ample horizontal swimming space that your axolotl's gonna love. The spacious features of the Aquarium 55 and 60-gallon breeder allows the installation of heaters, filters, chillers, and other equipment without overstepping the living space of your axolotls. The 60-gallon breeder is a good alternative if you're looking to have a tank that's good for aquascaping dimensions. And there you have it, folks. We've talked about what tank to get for your axolotl. But if you're looking to check out other options for your smiling pet, then check out our website for the full blog posts and care guides. If you enjoyed this video, do like and subscribe so you can be updated of all our beautiful content. Or better yet, click the next video on your right. See you again soon.